minute of AC will provide me with roughly 20 minutes of stable temperature. So,
of course, yes.
Hello, everybody. Hey guys, we're just thinking of ways to get Decky really, really hot this episode, really pissed off and angry about anything we can. We were just making fun of him for not putting any sort of cooling apparatus into his little box he's in. Hey, Decky's in the box, everybody. Check it out.
You know,
Ooh, Decky's back in the box.
the thing is, he did the box before and was miserable, as you probably remember. Right?
I didn't remember how miserable I was. I kind of forgot it.
So, like,
it's not when you got
second
food
time
poisoning
doing the box.
Yeah.
You know how hot it gets in there, yet still no adjustment for
He made it worse, actually, to be honest. He made it worse, not better. Because that light that's above his head was going off until it burnt out.
It ran out of battery
5 days
last
straight.
night. Yeah. Yeah, it's hot.
You gotta stop by the spaceport, make some repairs, man.
Yeah.
We already have, as you can tell. There's a lot of duct tape going on. But okay, I've explained this. You know, I mean, part of being a streamer is just repeating yourself 1,000 fucking times over. But I'm gonna say this once for all the boys in the back, and I'm never gonna say it goddamn again. Listen. It's diesel punk, bro. These guys are in iron spaceships with steam powered bullshit and V8 engines running in the back. And yeah, everybody's like, but Dickie space is cold. I'm like, yeah, bullshit, but not inside this goddamn spaceship, dude. They're sweating in there. It's hot as fucking god in those goddamn ships. It is so hot. No, you were wrong. It is so hot in those ships. It is so hot. And then also timeout. That's one. Also, that's one. But then also, like, I mean, they're basically submarines, but in space. And so, like, my other thing was all like, any submarine movie. What do you guys see in submarine movies? For one, you see the red light. The red light's shining right on everybody. And then in addition to that, everybody's sweating crazy. They're all like, do we launch the missile at the Russians? And they're all like, no, don't do it yet. We can still communicate with them with Morse code. and then they're all like, oh, no, do it? But they're all this beating sweat everywhere because it's hot. Not because they're nervous.
I see movies like that and situations like that, and I just am so glad that I'm not in a fucking submarine. You know, like that looks like the worst existence ever.
I had a friend who was a nuclear tech on a submarine, and he fucking hated it, and then he got dishonorably discharged for some shit. I don't know.
I was going to say that is the most. For me, anyways, that is one of the scariest things ever because you're living in there for long periods of time in these horrible conditions. And then you're also like, oh, if there's a hole in this boat, I'm fucking doomed. You know what I mean?
Okay, for like 1940 to 1970 submarines, yes. But I mean, modern day submarines have like way more amenities. You know,
how many submarines are we still building? Is that like a big like thing?
I didn't realize those were still used.
Submarines are one of the only ways we can secure a nuclear warhead. Yeah, the submarines are one of our only guarantees of retaliation in case of a first strike. If they take out all of our launch silos, like, what do we do now? We just, I guess we can't fight back. No, you have a bunch of submarines all over the fucking world that launch their nukes. And what are you going to do, find a submarine?
Let's not launch any nukes. Let's just...
let's resort to something else first. Like a 1v1 on COD or something. Let's do 1v1 on COD.
We're going to use the Morse code. The Morse code, pulse the engines.
Let's just go under there and float around and go like...
Wow.
You know, none of the missile shit. That's
Aqua's
no
view
fun.
on
Nobody
submarines is the funny sounds they make, and the U.S. government's view is nuclear deterrent.
I like the funny sound and the little big thing swimming around. That's good.
You spent millions, if not billions of dollars on this thing, and it makes a funny noise? Cool.
They're like a big metal whale. I like that.
The point of the Hunt for Red October was not about nuclear deterrent and the danger of nuclear war. It was about funny noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. Aside from the funny noise in the submarine, Decky, have you washed that suit since last time? You're not showering again. It looks like you're growing some sort of ringworm or space fungus on your neck.
There's... Well, that's another thing, but there's some really thick coating of stuff underneath the suit. The other day,
did you wash it from last time?
No. Yeah, the suit was washed. I didn't wash it. I actually shoved it in my closet because I wanted it to be stinky. And then after last time, and then I pulled it out this time, and I was like, "Why does it smell clean?" And Tanya was like, "I washed it," and I was like, "How dare you?"
It's crazy. It's like Tanya didn't want just this disgusting, sweaty, festering suit in your closet, just stinking everything up.
What's the line from Incredibles? Woman, where is my
super suit?
Where's my stinky suit?
Your stinky suit.
Where's my smelly suit?
I'm going stinky mode.
So anyway, about your fungus.
Yeah,
please continue about your fungus.
Well, on the heat thing, it's for the immersion. It's supposed to be an endurance stream, and the heat is the one thing I can take. There's been a lot of shit about that's made this Maraudathon much more difficult this time, but that's been the game itself. But I can get into that.
It's actually been way easier for me. So
yeah.
I was doing great.
I just happened to be plagued with all the bugs.
You actually did get plagued with all. You know what bugs I got plagued with? Duplicated bandages is the bug I got.
Oh my god!
I got duplicated container chests.
Yeah,
I got one after every raid.
I like how
I deleted a bunch of them though.
Our bugs have been like, "Oh, a gift from God! Oh, thank you!" And Decky's bugs have been like, "Oh, you just did that task? We reset your level. We reset you back."
And we took your money. Now I'll talk about all the bugs here in a little bit. I've been going absolutely insane. But yeah, it's for but like it's supposed to be a challenge. It's not easy being in space. It's not, So like I was wanting
notoriously not easy being in space.
Yeah. So
I've heard that said before. Yeah.
I'm trying to push myself to the limit here. And so like the heat, it does really suck. Sometimes it gets like really hot. It's like a sauna, you can't breathe very well in saunas. You're like, it gets to that point and you're like, oh my God. But then, it'll kind of go in ways. It'll cool down. You can get some
one
nice
of your
time.
viewers came into my chat and said, could you actually reach out to Decky? I'm actually concerned about his oxygen intake.
Yeah, they're fucking goddamn pathetic. I got oxygen.
He's got oxygen.
I got my boost right here. See, I'm good, baby. I'm good. Yeah, it's all fine, man. I got precautions. I'm safe.
Decky, what is that? Can I get some
boost?
of that?
It's oxygen.
It's 95% aviation oxygen. The oxygens that they give you at hospitals, they have to give you prescriptions for because that's like 99, 100%. But this is under that level, so it can be sold commercially.
Yep.
And it's for what?
It's a boost of oxygen, a legal amount that you're allowed to have without like a prescription.
Does it make your head like woozy when you do it?
No, it does absolutely jack shit. It's all bullshit. Yeah. I had read some reviews and people were like, I guess I could feel something. They're just telling themselves that it doesn't do shit.
Placebo.
But I did hold my breath, and I was like holding my breath for a long time. Then I was like, and it actually worked. It was pretty cool.
Because like when you train a lot, like sometimes the trainers have that, and those things are nice when you're like dead tired and they're just like. And you're like
that, that I could imagine, but just for like every day, just like
you don't probably wouldn't notice that much. Yeah,
I'm just wondering how big the difference must be between 95% oxygen and close to 100% oxygen if you can't sell the 100% oxygen, but you can sell the 95%.
99% oxygen also is really dangerous because it makes it so flammable. Fires. Yeah. Fires are way easier.
And the regular oxygen is like 20-something% that we breathe in there.
Our atmosphere is mostly nitrogen. Yeah. So anyways, I'm on their website and I'm looking at my choices for boost oxygen. And there's fucking peppermint and pink grapefruit and menthol. Like,
I didn't have the option for any of that. I just bought it off Amazon.
What kind of fucking freak is out there huffing peppermint oxygen? I gotta get my lungs to smell like peppermint.
It's like vape. It's like vaping.
I think it might be like I think people are huffing it probably or Fake
I think
it's oxygen.
Their entire business model must be the target demographic is those pretending to be in cardboard box spaceships.
Yes.
It's a great prop for that. Has no other function.
I was so excited. I was like, give me it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the ship looks great, Decky. I really even like better than last time. Even I was so impressed with that periscope. The periscope is a functional camera. You can't really tell on the podcast, but check him out on Twitch, twitch.tv/SirDecky. You all know that, but it's got what is the construction of this? That's like a regular toy periscope that you can see.
It's like a Fisher Price periscope that I put the camera in the nozzle on top.
And you can still see out of it.
It's very high tech.
Yeah, very. I thought you made it, and I was like, how did he actually make that? Because like you can't see the feed from the camera. I was like, maybe it's actually a real periscope with mirrors that he made. So, I don't know.
It does. It is real periscope, but like if you notice when I'm using it, I usually look back at the thing because like, the camera's blocking it. But no, it is fantastic for some very creepy voyeuristic stuff. Like I'm constantly just like anytime my girlfriend comes home, I'm just like watching as she like walks in the room and she's putting down the groceries, and then you can tell she's like, wait a second, she'll like turn around and stare at it. She's like, I know.
Stop looking at me. Yeah.
I was super excited when I came up with that idea. The whole thing with this was like
smart.
We were at Mr. Z-Chum's wedding. I watched y'all's last podcast. Amazing. That was one of the best podcasts we have had in so long. That was such a good one.
Thank you. It could have been better if you were there.
Yeah. It's the only way it could have been better.
Yeah. Well, I was busy.
I don't even remember what we talked about. Mostly the wedding, I guess.
Yeah. But we were talking about, I had to leave at like 5 a.m. Had to get to the airport. Had to lose all my salad dressing. Tragic. And like, it's legit. If that guy had not been speeding and risking our lives in the pouring rain, he'd never slowed down below 85. That man was a speed demon. I was terrified the entire time.
That's when you know it's a good driver. When you're terrified the whole time.
Ryan Gosling for sure.
with his cut-off shirt, all his fishing stickers on his dashboard.
I don't carry a gun. I wait for 5 minutes.
It would have been cool if when he picked him up, he was in like the jacket from that movie,
right? With the sleeves cut off, and he just like looks like shit by comparison.
Like a really B team version. It like smells like shit in the car. There's like cigarettes in the cup holder. It's like.
When we got to the airport, the lady was a fucking total bitch, man. Fuck that lady at American Airlines in wherever that airport was, and she was all like, "You're not gonna make your flight, and there's none other for this morning. You're gonna have to leave tonight." And I was all like, "No." And so I was like, which way is it? And so I was like, it was like classic like movie scene, like running. And we got there like right as they were shutting it, like everybody else had already boarded. We really lucked out.
Did your son ask for batteries out of your backpack for his talk boy or whatever, like in Home Alone?
Yeah, that's where he went. Not now.
And then get on the wrong flight.
So you were the people that I like to sit at the airport and be like, "Man, looks like someone didn't get here early enough."
Yeah, I know. I'm always like, "Oh God, those guys weren't prepared." Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's not my fault that there's no goddamn Ubers and there's no other goddamn taxis. The guy makes you charge $130 fucking dollars. That guy was insane.
Did you apologize to the people when you got on the plane? There was only one Uber guy, and
I was like, "Listen,
he's not even an Uber guy. He's just a guy with a car. What do you mean?"
Dude, you should have went to the barracks where the guys were staying and asked that guy if he'd drive you. He probably would have.
For that amount of money, I'm sure. Yeah.
Kings, you cracked me up. with
the fucking
joking that guy's like living there with them. Oh, good night, boys. He's like in one of the bunks.
Yeah, ask him. He'll bring you. Yeah. Buy some fish jerky on the way too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I managed to only have one layover on the way home, thank God, because it took me like 17 hours to get up there on the way up. And dude, like from the minute I got home, I had already painted all this. all the board like gray and black and everything. So I had already painted it, but from the minute I got home, I was taping, I was building, and I did it till like 3 a.m. that night. And Marauders launched at 4, and I was like, it's not happening. I'm not gonna make that, and I need to sleep. So then I like slept till like 9, and then I was building for like another 6 hours. But it all came together. It's definitely suffered a lot of damage throughout the the mission that I've been on, but it's hanging in there. But yeah, a lot of upgrades to it. It's a lot more in depth. The battery on the light really did just run out. The light was really what was making it.
The light did create quite an ambiance in there, though.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it was nice to sleep without it.
Yesterday was my best night's sleep.
No, we're getting more batteries from Mission Command today. It's gonna be fine.
I wanted to bring this up, speaking of, the wedding, since we were on the topic, and I wanted to wait till Decky was back on and talk about this, because he and I were involved, and I want to show off to everybody. Remember how we were talking about how I've never lost a foot race? I still haven't. And I have the footage from Welland. Me and Decky raced at the wedding.
I'm pissed off I didn't get to race.
What?
I'm upset I didn't get to race.
Listen, when you visit, we'll race. I still got it, baby. I haven't raced since 2012, and I still am fast as the wind.
This
the
is
rumors are
Aqua's
true.
Pride and joy is that he can outrun gamers who have never ran in their lives.
The rumors are true. He's the fastest man I've ever seen. I couldn't believe it, and I can't even call
streamer on the planet.
I can't call false start. I can't call any kind of bullshit. Just speed. Just raw speed.
Cut to the tape.
On your marks, get set, go!
No! He's a freak! What the fuck? Oh my god!
God, he's fast.
The man's never lost a race.
God, he's fast.
Foot race. Never will.
God.
I can't even call bullshit. Like,
wow.
What time is this in the recording? 16:34. There we go. Race.
So it was boom. We hit the start, and I was like going, and I was like I had a good burst, and then I saw it, and he was already boosting, and I was like no, but I was like I can get him in the straightaway. So I was like he's got the boost, but I got the pickup speed. I'll take him.
I have the endurance.
And then he just kept going and going and going.
I get
and
faster as time goes on. I entered my stride, my flow state.
How long was the
runner's
sprint?
high that you experienced?
It was like 30 meters. I mean, no, the less, like 30, like
it was like probably like 100 feet or something.
Yeah, like 100 feet. Yeah, so
I don't know.
Meters, yeah.
It was a dash. It was a sprint.
It was a dash. Yeah, it was very quick.
I'm not a long distance racer. Just one and done. Off the rip.
But yeah, it's true. I admit it. The man is fast.
Man's
I'll
got
beat anyone
speed.
in a goddamn foot race. It's not. Anything is possible. Believe in yourself. It's not about how you run. It's how you race.
You know? This is a real miracle on ice scenario he's got going on here.
And then Aqua proceeded to talk about how badly his body hurt for the rest of the mission.
Yeah, I was gonna
my
say,
legs
yeah.
were very sore the next day. Actually, for 2 days after.
Using all that energy, he has to recuperate for.
Listen, the way I run, it's very hard on my muscles and skeletal system. I don't run like other people. It's really magic what happens out there. So, it's natural for my muscles to take a beating. I use them at an unhuman level. So, anyways, guys, so I did some cooking the other day.
On the grill.
Why? I
I'm
grilled.
so jealous.
I grilled.
I'm glad you did it on the grill. That way you didn't burn down the house. It was actually outdoors.
Yeah, it's hard to fuck that up. I had I can cook a little. I can make eggs. You guys saw I made some terrible looking eggs at the subathon.
I remember
myself.
me making eggs.
Yeah, I
for
remember
you because I
Zicham
was
taking
worried
over.
You were gonna
No, I mean, you thought I was having problems flipping the egg, and I was.
You were,
and,
yeah.
I recall handing over the pan to you and being like, "Yeah, here you go, I'm done."
That
and
was-
you immediately put it on high,
On
and then
highest
just, like,
it goes.
started.
Yeah, on the biggest burner.
So you know, it's not my stove. I didn't really know the dial.
Like I
Okay,
couldn't tell
yeah,
from
that
the
was one of
smoke
my
coming off the
worser
pan.
egg making experience. I've made perfect eggs in the past. I can fine. I can sometimes make eggs.
Okay.
Happy?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I can make spaghetti. You know, maybe a grilled cheese if I'm lucky. But I made on the grill. I made burgers, perfectly cooked. Hot dogs, hard to fuck those up.
Hard to fuck hot
I
dogs
still
up.
made
It
them.
is hard to fuck
And
that
I
up.
made kebabs with like meat on them and
Yeah, hard to fuck
vegetables
up.
and stuff.
Yeah.
No, those are easy to fuck up because the ingredients all twist around on there. They're on a stick, so they cook at different degrees.
Yeah, cook at different
I was like a
temperatures.
goddamn
Yeah.
magician out there, and I cooked everything perfectly. The chicken was tender. The meat was pink on the inside. Chicken fully cooked through. The vegetables had a nice char. Prego, very nice. I was I had a great time. I stood there like Hank Hill, drinking a beer,
And you said,
grilling
"Yup."
shit. I get it. I get the grill thing.
Morning.
I loved it.
I don't say
Yeah.
good morning because if it was a good morning, I'd be grilling.
Yeah, exactly. I am going to get into propane and propane accessories. I'm a grill guy now.
He's a grill guy.
I'm a
dude.
grill guy.
There's this smell to a grill that's built up grease over the years, to a propane grill that's built up grease over the years, that when you turn that grill on, you get this fantastic scent of propane and grease, and
Yes.
it triggers my saliva glands, and I just start drooling at the grill, and I'm like,
I kind of like the propane and the grease
like charcoal
combo.
way better.
The charcoal is probably tastier, but I think it's kind
Nah, I
of
like propane better. Clean burning fuel.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who likes propane better.
I like
Easier, and
propane
it's
better.
worth the ease. That's
Yes.
where you have to decide
Just turn
between
some
ease and
knobs and
effort.
you're
It's
good to
definitely
go.
ease, yeah. But like charcoal or real
Fuck
wood, either way is
charcoal.
good.
And it tastes gross. It tastes all burnt and smoky and
Yes,
shit.
that's why it's so good.
Nah, fuck charcoal.
I
I'm a
have
propane
to
guy
say,
through and through.
I'm happy for you. I was honestly shocked. Kings, somebody said you did have a grill under your deck. Do you have a proper grill, or do you just use the pit?
No, I use the pit, and I do have a grill as well, but it's not.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see a grill, and I was like, with that kind of deck, how not?
We didn't pull it out. We were going to, but like you guys never ate. Like every time we wanted to like make food, you guys were like, "I'm gaming," and I was like, "Okay."
Listen, Kings, we did eat. You just bought like 6 months of food.
You guys,
was a lot of
So we made food, like actual food, and you guys would eat snacks. And like we even there's a glorious clip of Z-Chum gaming and talking to Aqua. Aqua starts walking out of the room, and he goes, "Peanut butter pretzels? No way!"
Actor fucking pog. Sorry.
That
And
that
it was like
the
in
level.
the middle of my gameplay, right when I died. I got shot in the head, and I was just sitting there looking at my death screen like. And Aqua goes, "Peanut butter pretzels? No way!"
Yeah,
and then
it was
wanders out of the room.
It was like a middle schooler
No
figuring out that
way.
there's chocolate milk at lunch or something. Like,
I was excited.
Peanut butter pretzels? No way!
yeah,
Okay,
Well,
it is
listen,
true.
Kings.
We always ate the delicious dinners that your wife was nice enough to make. Or
It
Yeah,
was
I did
all
all the
over
time.
that shit. What are you kidding me? I ate all the good meals.
we kind of gave up on cooking. I think day 2 or 3. We were just like, we'll just cook whatever.
but it
ordered
was
the
hard
Domino's.
because
I ate a lot of that. Oh,
there was
that
always
was
so
really
many
good.
snacks.
I ate a lot of that Domino's. we'd eat our fill of pizza and then look at each other and go, after all, why shouldn't we eat more pizza? Why shouldn't we have another
Why
slice?
shouldn't I take it?
But yeah,
After all, we deserve more garlic knots.
I just had so many snacks all the time, and how can you resist? Like
well, the goal is is you guys would get very angry if you didn't have food. So I figured as long as we keep them fed, it won't get like crazy.
No one got hangry. That's true.
It was
maybe Hexloom. No, I'm kidding. He didn't get hangry.
But yeah, I'm so jealous of grilling, guys. Every apartment that I've ever lived in here, I've wished and prayed that I could get one with a balcony so I could grill, and it's never happened. Now I'm being
the thing is, a lot of the balconies don't allow it.
Oh, it's all fine here.
And probably in Mexico, you can.
I had this. I don't know if I told this story before, but I had never grilled before, and the first time I ever grilled was in college, and I lived in a collegiate housing area,
like
our
a
community
suite style?
center.
Like a suite style where like you had rooms, but okay.
But it was all condos,
yeah,
essentially, or not duplexes. It was all duplexes,
okay,
like 100 the same duplexes.
And it's
there's a community
housing
center in the middle with a big ass grill on it.
A lot of
see it all the time.
Complexes have them too, Decky. Yeah. The grills.
I'd see the grill all the time. I'd be like, that is a really nice grill. Not that I know anything about grills, but that's a nice grill.
It's
and
shiny.
Katie and I wanted to do something nice for like our friends, and we were like, let's do surf and turf. Let's like grill up surf and turf, like steak and lobster. And we went out and bought the steak and lobster, and she was inside getting the rest of everything ready. So I walked out to the community center with the steak and the lobster, and I turned the propane on. I started the grill, and I'm like, I'm doing this. This is easy. I put the heat on like medium. I got all the food on there. I closed. I was letting it heat up, and then it started getting really hot. And I opened it up, and the flames were like shooting out of the fucking grill. And I looked under it, and there was fire on the cement, like on the ground. Whoever's been using the grill just kept building up grease in it, like the grease catch. It was like dangling fire under it. It was totally full of grease. It was dumping grease out onto the ground. All of the grease was on fire, and like I was like, "What the fuck do I do?"
And this is where he got a bucket of water. No, I'm just kidding. I hope not.
I was at that like point where I was like, do I go inside and get a fire extinguisher and ruin the surf and turf? What do I do?
And the grill.
And I decided in my infinite wisdom I would just quickly delatch the grease trap and move it, because they had like little gloves out there, and I delatched the grease trap, moved it, and then just smothered it with the gloves. And that stopped the grease fire, but now it was just dripping grease onto the pavement, and I just let it keep dripping grease on the pavement.
It's all right.
And I cooked it. I almost burnt down the community center. Like I was this close to burning it down because I was too proud.
I took the flaming grease trap and I flung the grease into the
on
woods.
The wall. Yeah. Like, who is that girl who is like cooking something on Twitch in her kitchen, and she starts a grease fire, and she immediately goes, and she puts it in her sink and turns the water on, and it just it's just, she just like freaks out.
That clip is when I learned not to put water on a grease fire.
Wow, that is like really late in life to learn that, Aqua. You're 33?
Listen.
That clip was like 3 months ago.
I don't cook. Okay?
That was one of the first things I think my dad told me when I was like 10, and he's like, "You want to use the stove? Okay, this is the baking soda. If you have a grease fire, throw baking soda on it."
You didn't learn this in elementary school at the fake firehouse where they take you through the RV that's like a fake house, and they show you all the ways fires can start? You live in New York. We all went through that.
I went through something similar. Yeah,
the New York thing. They bring like an RV to your school parking lot, and inside it's like a little amusement park of fire dangers.
No, I knew that. I was just telling a joke, guys.
And like when you're a little kid, you get to crawl through it. They're like, okay, stay low, and you get to crawl through.
Yeah. They turn on a fog machine, and they're like,
fire on
stop,
a grease water. What?
Yeah. Aqua's kitchen is just like scarred and burnt.
Everybody knows that. Come on. You guys are being ridiculous.
Let's talk about Marauders.
Okay. Always happy to talk about Marauders.
So yeah, I did it before. And I had said even last time, I'm not going to do this again. But I quickly forgot about it. And I was like, the main thing that I remembered was like, I got food poisoning from eating the eyeball tacos. That was horrible. And I was like, well, if I just don't get food poisoning this time, it'll be great. And like the heat sucks, but I can handle that. I can handle that. It's goddamn so hot. But I
can't. I just turn on my AC because I can't handle the slightest shift in temperature. I'm ready to give up. If it's even 1 degree over 65, I
need perfect conditions or I just crumble.
So like I came home from the wedding, I built it all, and boom, we were in it. And instantly I was like, oh my God, this heat. But I was like, I can take that. But then the game. It was cool. They added like a new map. They had a new like ship that you can board. They had some really cool features. That new heavy Tommy gun. Oh my God. And
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's so good. But so like day 1 went pretty well. But it was only like half the day. As I started in the afternoon, and then that was like the streamer beta, and then the day 2 happened. And every bug that game could have ever had somehow found its way to me. I spent the first 2 days without making any progress. If I made money, if I would like go and break into the vault, take it all out, I would come back and my inventory would just disappear. And it just wouldn't come back. Like my guy would just be empty.
Here's the funny thing. We were playing the other day together, me and Decky and Don Tony and High Commander actually as well, who you might remember from a couple episodes ago. Yeah. We played together. And Decky died. He had nothing in his inventory, and after every raid, he was like, my loot disappeared. What the fuck? What's going on? And and then we go into a raid. He dies right at the beginning of the raid. And I go look at his body, and all of the loot that he'd been collecting for like 3 raids in a row, like vault loot, good shit, like war bonds, jewelry boxes, was on his body,
like, and stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, it was all cursed loot. It was like a goddamn piñata, and I took all of it, and I cleansed it. I money laundered his loot. I put it through like a clean extraction, and it was mine. I kept it all.
You're a loot launderer. You're a loot runner.
It was incredible. I got so rich from that shit. Yeah. I don't know how it happened. Everyone was like, no, you're cursed. You've gotten space madness.
I was hoping you would take it from me, but it was not true.
I cleansed it. It was incredible. I laundered it.
Laundered
the loot.
But I had so many different ones. I had a bug to where when I would load out, go through the Spanus, it would just disconnect me. And they had a specific fix for that one a couple of days later. And I would lose everything with that.
Yeah, to be fair, the game's a beta and this is their testing. Yeah. Like
it's
we're
not
testing
EA. It is a proper beta, and I respect that. I'm not mad. It's kind of unfortunate that I am stuck in a box playing only that game. But no, I understand that. And so I had that one. I had another one where when I get out, I get back to my inventory and just half of the loot or 3/4 of my loot disappears. And I might have a pistol and a couple of bandages left, but all the war bonds are gone. And then I also had one where I would make money. I would actually sell the little loot that I did get out with. And then the next raid I'd come back and my money would just go back down to 2,562. It was always the same number that it would revert back to. And I talked to the devs a little bit about it, and they're like, keep resetting your game. So I'd reset my game every time. I'd pat my head, rub my stomach to try and cure myself of this insanity. And it never did. And eventually 2 days ago, they came out the patch. I think, I don't know what time it is anymore, but 2 days ago, they came out the patch in the morning and it fixed some issues.
Yeah,
and things were getting a little bit better. I was still losing loot, but not all of it. And I was like, yes, it's happening. I can play. And but the worst part was everybody's like coming to my stream like, Decky, you really suck. Why are you so poor? Or like, Decky, why do you not have any loot? And I was like, and it bred this space madness in me because for when I'm losing all this shit, people come in asking why I'm suck so bad, and then the heat's melting my brain, and I've just become this freak of a fanatic that's just incredibly mad. And then 2 days or like after the evening that they had that patch, they said they had pushed something back server side that should specifically help some of my issues, and it did. For the first time, I was able to play the game, and I beat it. I unlocked the entire story quest thing where you have to go through all the missions. Mm-hmm. I got level 35. I unlocked a capital frigate and the nuke, and I did it all in one goddamn night. And then I went to bed, and it was the best night of my life. And I went to bed. I woke up the next morning, and all the bugs were back.
Did you lose your progress?
No. Everything's still unlocked, but like I lose half my shit when I leave the raid. I can't even get the materials to build the nukes or anything.
Becky, why do you suck? Why do you stink so much? Why are you so boring?
And I ended that night with like 800K. I was just, it was amazing. And now I'm just like,
this makes sense now because I looked at the leaderboard and I was like, Decky has an entire day jump on me, and he's doing nothing but playing the game 24/7.
Because I had to go with a pistol every time.
How do I have way more kills than him? How am I like? I was in the top 5 leaderboard and I was like, where the fuck is Decky? Now it makes sense because Decky literally was just battling for his life with like every bug in the game. Meanwhile, people are coming in my chat like, dude, how did you fix the bug where it keeps resetting all your loot? And I was like,
what bug?
What bug?
He's like, I'm getting extra bandages.
A gift from God. I mean, who am I to deny these bandages?
How could you turn away from a miracle like this? You must accept it. I should have kept those goddamn containers then. Well, I was deleting them because I was having integrity.
Well, and then Mac came in my chat, and I was like, "Oh my god, the devs are in my chat. I can't keep doing this." And I was like, I just better just restart my game real quick.
Yeah. God damn.
Yesterday I found the bullion, like the golden bar. I'd never seen it naturally. I never did, and you need that for the second to last mission quest.
Whoa, where do you get that?
Should have saved that then, huh?
And it disappeared with my heavy Tommy gun. And then I was like, well, I have enough to build a nuke, so I put a nuke on a rust bucket. I blew somebody up. I blew myself up, but I repaired it and I left. My rust bucket disappeared. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And that was all yesterday. So God knows what's in store today. More pain.
When I was playing with Decky, our cool frigate ship with a flak cannon on it disappeared as well, just because he was there.
It's cursed.
I'm not playing with you anymore.
Nobody. That was the only time. No, I played one other duo. It's been terrible. I've tried to keep my sickness to itself.
Your space madness to yourself.
But it makes me isolated. So sad. Like the one day it worked, I had the most fun I've ever had. I was living on cloud 9, dude. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. I didn't want to stop. It was just like,
Did you try reinstalling the game?
I loaded up the on Project M. I loaded up the other version of it. Exact same shit.
It's like something with your account on the back end.
Yeah, on the connected to the servers and shit.
It's probably like when that guy like hacked you the first time, like something.
Yeah, maybe it cursed
deep inside. Like
some shit
fucked up. Yeah.
Marauders has been so fun. It's the first game that has ever made me, in the entire history of me streaming, has ever made me wake up, stream early for 5-6 hours, stream till like 4 p.m., get off for like 4 hours. And then around 8 or 9 p.m., get back on and stream it again for another 6 hours. I streamed till 4 a.m. Never streamed till 4 a.m.
When you went live at 1 a.m. the other night after we played like AoE and other stuff, I could not believe what I was seeing. I've done that one time in my entire stream career, and it was when I was in deep with World of Warcraft.
Yes, it only happens when you're in deep with a game, and you're like, this game is hot. This is good.
Yeah.
It only happens when you're really vibing with a game.
But it's so good. And then they did announce they extended the beta because there was a lot of bugs that not everybody was having. But like literally one of the devs like messaged me on Twitter, and he messaged me on Discord, and then like they messaged me on Twitter because I didn't reply, and he's all like, I don't know if you saw, and I hope it doesn't make things worse, but we've extended the beta. And I was all like,
Another day of space madness.
Honestly, I love it. I'm thrilled. I'm in. Yes,
Sir, we
yes,
can't
yes.
dock you at the spaceport for another day. I'm sorry. You're going to have to stay out there in your ship.
I'd also like to mention all of our pods. That is the coolest shit ever.
Dude,
oh my
it's
god, that was so
fucking
cool.
good.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, anyone watching, and if you play Marauders, which you may or may not, I don't know, you should be.
You should be playing Marauders beta right now before it ends. Yeah.
In the merchant ship, which is like this new area that they put in, there's these like docked pods, and they all have like our names on them. There's me,
Loot
Z-Chum.
Lord,
Yeah, mine's
Decky,
L Lord.
L Lord, S Decky, right?
Yeah.
Z-Chum.
Z-Chum just worked.
I think E Devon, like for exfil camper Devon.
Right.
Oh, that's what the E was for.
Omid L, right?
Yeah. Omid L.
Yeah, for live, yeah.
Omid L, and then just Z-Chum. Just put Z-Chum on mine. I've been playing Tarkov for like 3 years and busting my ass on YouTube to make Tarkov content. And I've been grinding the shit out of Tarkov on Twitch. Not a fucking hint from the devs. They followed me on Twitter, and that's it. And not an inkling or a touch. I say one good thing about Marauders, and it's like, you're in the game, baby. You're in the game.
Hero.
I fucking love Marauders.
You know? I love Marauders. Have like your little mark on like something in the gaming world.
Incredible.
Like that. Like Immortalized. It's really special.
That's my first tast of that, because I know you got the Loot Lord plushie in Tarkov, so you've tasted the sweetness of immortalization before. But this is something
your
very
little mark on the world like that is pretty cool.
This is a very new experience to me, and I don't know if you as well, Decky, but at least for me, it is a very new experience, and it felt really, really nice, and I'm really appreciative of the devs for doing something like that.
They have been incredibly cool. I have felt guilty because my entire stream, I feel like, is me shitting on the game, though, because I'm all like, fuck, where's my goddamn loot? Where's my loot? And everybody's like, man, this game's buggy as shit. And I'm like, no, it's great, please.
Decky literally was just so unlucky with bugs, because I didn't get a single. I got like one bug once where the match crashed while we were mid-match because Aqua shot Mr. Marauder himself.
I did shoot. Yeah, that was bad.
And it crashed the servers or something.
I had my game just close randomly twice while I was playing, and I lost all my loot, but like, it's whatever.
It's a beta. It happens. Whatever, it happens.
But the game's great. Terraformer, it needs some work.
Yeah,
I
like
hope they add
first,
a lot more
then
stuff to that map.
Yeah, I started, my opinion on it started shifting when we started, because we've never done long range gunfights before, right? That's new for Marauders because there's nowhere to do long range gunfights, and I think they need to dial in long range gunfights a little bit more.
I didn't have a problem with that. I liked using the the rifles.
I had a problem with it. I don't know. It was just difficult because I felt like the AI would just slaughter you if you engaged with them for too long at long range, and you're just like dink, 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 just trying to
if you stare at them too long, they're worse than scavs in Tarkov.
The variation in the AI is insane. You can have like straight Chad AI and the dumbest AI ever.
Yeah.
It's
they need
bizarre.
to move. They need to
There's no middle ground.
The two ends of the AI spectrum inward together to make the perfect AI.
Some of them just instantly
it is the mass difference is insane. But also they have the AI movement is incredibly well done. A lot of times I'm like, is that a player?
Yes. I also was confused all the time about if they were players.
They will
AI.
shoot and then they will just sprint and go somewhere else. And then also they'll do peeks and they'll be like wiggling around and shit.
And they
it's
talk
awesome.
too. They'll VoIP too. Yeah.
It's the AI is it's got a lot of potential.
My biggest issue.
I think games that are going to do better are the ones that you can't tell player AI. I think that's what the game really could excel at.
I want to know, though. I like to be able to tell.
You can know afterwards when you kill them.
Yeah, you can know afterwards, but during the fight, if AI plays similar to players, then you have an amazing game that you don't care if, you run into a player or an AI.
Yeah.
You're getting the same combat. It's going to feel great.
Yeah, that's true. I have a big problem with the new grenades that they added. I built a grenade. I was so excited. I took it. I got inside somebody's ship. I got inside somebody. Busted right through their hull. Got in there. I got up there quick. I was going to nade the captain's quarters. You know?
Yeah.
And I tried to cook the nade for a second. And I just threw it at the wall. And it was
bounced it.
Nearly blew me up myself.
God,
and then there were like 3 of them in there too. It would have been perfect. And it just, you click and it just like throws it instantly. I was not prepared for that.
I found a landmine and I was like, you guys want to use this right away? And everyone's like, yeah, take the landmine. I breach a guy's ship. Instead of going up to the up into the helm, I went down into the airlock where there's 2 doors that lead into the big airlock room. I throw the landmine down in one door. I run over to the other door and I just keep going, fuck you. And I shoot a couple times out this door so he knows I'm watching this door. Like lambs to the slaughter. He ran. He was like, oh, he's watching that door. I'll go in the other door. Fucking gunned it right through the door. I turned just in time to see as his limp body just smashes into the wall from the landmine explosion.
God, how special.
Oh man. It's moments like that make a good game, when you can when they give you the tools to do little creative things like that. And I hope I'm looking forward to how Marauders progresses, because I think they said it's only 50% complete and they still have so much that they want to do. So I think it's only up from here for Marauders.
I think that's
honestly
what a lot of people lose sight of. Because I mean, we put out videos out on Marauders and people always make little comments about this or that. And it's this is literally a beta. This isn't early access. They're going to leave
what
it
I
out.
like to say,
they're not close to done. They're working.
To the stupid fucking idiots who come in my chat and go, first time chatter, and they comment, so it's a Tarkov ripoff. And it's worse. What I like to say is, did you play Tarkov? Marauders has had playable game time for less than 3 weeks. You've been able to total game time.
Do you not want a new game like that to try? What is wrong with you? You're gonna play the same game forever.
Budget Tarkov.
Yeah, Marauders has been playable
to have another game like that
for 3 weeks worth of time. If you add all the alpha and the beta and the pre-alphas and everything together, if you add it all together, Marauders has been playable for less than 3 weeks of time. You know where Tarkov was in its first fucking month of playability? It was factory with 5 pieces of fucking loot and 4 guns.
Shotguns, yeah.
Okay.
I
so
some of those
Marauders is way leaps and bounds in terms of, I'm so impressed at this beta. If you compare, if you're really comparing to Tarkov, which you shouldn't be, because Tarkov shouldn't be the fucking gold standard for anything. And if you're comparing it with Tarkov, I feel like it's leaps and bounds ahead of where Tarkov was at this point in development.
Even if you do, there's room for both games.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
Why can't you play more than one game?
Or why can't you just
playing more than one game? I'm a gamer.
Why can't you be happy when people enjoy games that you don't too? Why? I don't know. That's what I don't get too.
In true real capitalism, competition does breed innovation.
Yeah.
You know, in actual pure capitalism, you will get a better end product if everyone's competing and trying to make a better game than the other. You know, you'll end up with a bunch of fucking really cool games because everybody wants to create just really fucking cool shit. I don't know. More looter shooters.
Yeah, it's a great genre. There should be more games. Aren't you excited to play a new game that you enjoy the play style of?
Yeah.
My favorite part is when they come in, they're like, "Is this a budget Tarkov and you're flying a spaceship?" I'm like,
right?
And I mean, I get angry, and I get more angry when it's hot as shit. And I've been stuck inside this thing, but I just freak the fuck out. God, again.
You're in the middle of using a fucking blowtorch to break open a vault, and they're like, So Space Tarkov,
no,
and you're like
they're basing it off of the squares in the inventory management. That's what they're looking at, really. That's the only similarity.
I get people making comparisons. It just drives me insane. I get
surprised people don't come into Tarkov stream and go, "Oh, so budget DayZ."
Yeah, budget DayZ, budget Silent Hill, budget Resident Evil, old Resident Evil.
Any platformer. Yeah. Oh, budget Super Mario.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, Banjo-Kazooie is a bunch of super...
Shut up. Shut up. Banjo-Kazooie is a treasure. It's an absolute treasure of a game. Did you see that meme I sent you, Aqua? It was like the voice actor from Banjo-Kazooie takes you on a house tour, and they just took the guy talking and they cut off the first syllable of every word. So he's like, like Banjo-Kazooie talking.
When did you send that today? I haven't seen it yet.
Who fucking knows when I send memes anymore? It's just all blurred together into one.
I honestly miss a lot of them, so
I know,
I might have missed it.
It's fine. I figure one night you'll just be up late and you'll be like,
"No, there's I'm gonna tons go through of times where I'm like, huh, that's a good one." So thank you, I appreciate it.
The other part of that is I did do some daily goals. Like day 2, I ate pizza like a normal person.
Yep.
Gross.
Luckily, they didn't put a lot of sauce on it. So, and that's the main bad part. But it had a lot of cheese. I ate it, didn't enjoy it, left a bad taste in my mouth for the remainder of the night. But I did it. Then I ate sushi. I vomited twice.
Yeah.
I'm not a thrower. I don't vomit. I don't. It is very like I just don't vomit very often.
From sushi. It's like
I put it in my mouth and it just I didn't even get to chew it yet.
Honestly, I'm with you, Decky. Honestly, I've almost thrown up one time. Like I've stopped myself from throwing up one time when I ate sushi. It was eel, but yeah.
What did you eat? What sushi did you eat?
A little gross.
The California roll.
Fair. It's the most basic ass.
That's why I got it, because everybody talks about it.
Yeah. When I'm sick, I will order a California roll and I'll eat California roll because it's such a basic ass food for me.
Yeah, I don't like sushi either. But it was eel that I tried.
What made you sick about the California roll? Was it the imitation crab?
No, I didn't even get to bite into it. I literally put the entire thing in my mouth, and then it's just instantly just like, I don't know, the taste,
was it the
smell,
one with the white rice on the outside?
Yes.
Or was it the rice on the inside?
The California roll has the rice on the outside.
Orange balls on the outside.
Well, sometimes the seaweed's on the outside. And the rice
you got it with the fish eggs on it.
You got it with roe.
Yeah, you got it with roe.
Yeah. That's
they put it on a lot of the time with the roe. I like the roe. It's great.
They only put the roe on like the deluxe California rolls.
Again, this is a mental thing for. It's not just like a taste or thing. It's a mental thing for Decky.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, straight just and I hadn't eaten shit. It was just stomach bile, and I threw up right all over all the rest of the sushi. It was disgusting.
Well, if you had been wearing your Manscaped Boxers 2.0, I think it may have been a different outcome, honestly. You wearing any Manscaped during this subathon, Decky? You got on under there.
Actually, no.
He's that's not why it's not been going so well.
That's why I have trench body.
Yep. Fucking wow. You could have not had trench body if you had simply used Manscaped Boxers 2.0. That's an egregious claim, and that's actually not true. Manscaped Boxers do not prevent trench body, a made-up illness we just came up with. But crotch discomfort, hurting your game? Fear no more. The kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. Sleek, soft, comfortable, flexible. The brand new Boxer 2.0 from Manscaped. Take your balls to the royal ball throne. The global leaders in below-the-waist grooming have the Lawnmower 4.0 for the trimming, so you can wear the Boxers 2.0 for the chillin'. They even trademarked the Jewel Pouch TM, Jewel Pouch TM, so you know it's serious. I think it's time for you to invest in your family's jewels, so let your bulge breathe and get 20% off and free shipping by using code GAMERHOLE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with code GAMERHOLE, GAMERHOLE, no space, at manscaped.com. Check them out. They're kind enough to sponsor the Gamer Hole, so consider supporting the brands that help us support this show and keep it on its delicate stream of life support. At any moment, we could all lose our precious jobs. Who knows? It could happen at any moment. Thank you, Manscaped. We appreciate you. Pretty much every event we do, Manscaped keeps it going with their numerous products.
Decky's gonna have to wash with a lot of Manscaped once this.
I am looking forward to that, especially the ball scrubber gel that they have.
Yeah.
Yes, the exfoliator. You're gonna
scrub those
everything. Yes.
Honestly, though, Decky, at that point, I think you might be at the realm of just using a butter knife to just scrape off.
Scrape off. Yeah. There's buildup in areas of goo. It is. Yeah, it is some rough stuff.
My dad, when he was a kid, he tells this story all the time. The bicycle shop man, this big, large man who would sit on a tiny little stool and work on bicycles. He had cheese that grew under his arms. He wore like a tank top, and like he had just like stuff built up. You're like the bicycle store man.
I am the bicycle store man. Yeah. Yeah, I really am. Yes.
He talks about this guy. He's been telling me about this guy my entire life. This bicycle store man.
But yes, no, that is very accurate. I feel more dirty this subathon than I did last.
Yeah.
I'm itchy. I just itch.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about bicycle store man.
Whenever growing up, I was like a stinky teenager or something, my dad would be like, "Go take a shower. You're gonna end up like the bike store man." And I'm like,
have you seen this bike store man? Did you ever see him?
No, he was a guy that like worked in a bike store when my dad was a kid.
Oh my god!
Was just like really mean, like the fabled like mean guy in town. He's like an urban legend. The bike store man with the cheese under his arms,
out of his fucking armpits. Of course, he's mean.
Like the lunch lady in scaring all the kids, It's like that guy.
I don't like bike store guy. He's freaking me out.
He sounds like awful, honestly. So,
God, what a cool anecdote for your dad to have developed. I wonder if sometimes I think about the people we encounter in life, if they know that just like. You think bike store guy knows he's being talked about 30 years after he was experienced?
Bike store guy is a generational legend.
No, bike store guy's talking about Aqua's dad. Oh, there's some guy that used to come into the bike store and he was an asshole.
There's this shitty kid who kept pointing and laughing at me. And he'd eat it. He was so hungry.
What a weirdo. What a freak.
He'd come in every Tuesday and milk me for my cheese.
Times were different back then,
It was things were more socially. There was different social norms in terms of body cheese. Nowadays, you have to cover up your body cheese. It's really tragic.
Decky's got a whole suit containing.
I'm looking forward to how Decky's cheese harvest goes.
Yeah, I will let you guys know. We got 2 more days.
Cow cheese, goat cheese, and then there's man cheese.
Oh God, the most coveted.
My God, the finest delicacy.
Yeah, the finest. So I got my I just wanted to tell you guys this so badly. I know you have to go soon, Aqua, but I'm just like so desperate to tell you guys that I finally got my medical marijuana card. And I was worried it was going to be like difficult, so I go online and I'm like medical marijuana card for New York, right?
Wait, and I guess that? I thought it was recreational.
It is recreational in New York now, but if you want to grow weed in New York, you still need to have a medical card because growing is going to be illegal, but it isn't in effect yet. So you still need a medical card to grow.
We're transitioning right now.
We're in that transitory period.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's getting arrested for any of this because we're in that like transitory period. But still,
people walk down the street in the city all the time just smoking weed.
And also, there's no recreational dispensaries, and at least up here, only medical dispensaries. So if you want to buy weed up here, you still need a medical card too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Vermont's like that too, where we're allowed to grow. Well, we're allowed to grow anyone
because we're in that transitionary period, and all the dispensaries still need a medical card for you to get in. At least up here in upstate New York, I don't know what it is.
They want to
like
figure out the
city,
taxes because they want to take your money first. That's what it is.
So, so I got my medical card, and everybody who like gets their medical card, I'm assuming just like bullshits their way through their medical card, and it was like, send us some like, it was like $100 to like meet with this doctor, and they're like, if you don't qualify for a medical card, we'll refund you. And I was like, okay, so I'll go with these guys. So I pay them like $100, and a doctor calls me, and they're like, okay, so tell us what's going on. Why do you think you need like a medical marijuana card? And I was like, I've got periodic paralysis. I've got non-dystrophic
you could get one in 2
myotonia.
seconds.
I've got vestibular migraines. I've got, and they were like, "Shut up, okay, you got your card. Shut the fuck up."
You're like a poster child for a medical marijuana card.
You're just getting this now. Oh my god. But
you could get one like anywhere, I bet, with those things. Anywhere in the world you qualify.
The doctor was like, okay, you'll have your card in 6 to 8 days. And I was like, oh, okay. You don't want anything else?
Say no more.
I was like, all right.
No, it's really easy to get. My dad got one. He was like, sometimes I have trouble sleeping. And they were like, there you go. You're in, baby.
But I got my medical card, and I'm gonna. I think I've decided I'm gonna smoke weed again. Yeah.
Very nice. Married Z-Chum is a new animal. Look at this.
Yeah, you should have seen me gaming the other day. I had 6 kills in one Marauders match. Married Z-Chum is a new man, a new gamer, and a new weed smoker.
Mr. Chum. Very good.
All right.
Z-Chum evolution.
Yes.
Also, Summit 1G watched my Rust video on stream. Okay, that's all I had to say. That was cool. You know what?
Recently?
It was 3 a.m. It was my 4 a.m. stream. It was like 3 a.m. I was playing Marauders, and all of a sudden my chat's like, first time chatter. Open up Summit stream. Go to Summit 1G. Summit. Go to Summit stream. And I was like, why are about 20 first-time chatters telling me to go to Summit stream? So I opened a stream up, and I'm like, I know that video. And he was just watching my video. It's fucking awesome.
Dude, that's badass. Yeah, the Code really Raiders cool. Or the other one?
Parasites. Yeah.
Oh,
Parasites.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was giggling. He was like, oh, these guys are genius.
Yeah. Summit really loves Rust, but hates, the plague of Rust. Yeah. Stream snipers and everything else that happens with it.
He watched one of my Tarkov videos a long time ago. It was very exciting for
Isn't
me
it
as
exciting to just see another streamer like watch your stuff?
An OG
I played
streamer,
Rust.
Yeah.
Or I played Tarkov with him once, actually.
I remember that. Yeah, you did.
I've never played with him again.
It's weird how your friendship didn't flourish after that.
Yeah.
God, it's weird that
I didn't exactly follow up. Like, hey, we said we were like we should play again sometime, and then neither of us talked to each other again. But maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. Summit, if you're
nice
out there.
Guy. Very nice guy.
Day.
Yeah, if he's watching the Gamer Hole on stream right now, call up Aqua again. Aqua really wants to play with you.
Like 2 ships passing
Summit,
in the night.
I miss you. I really do. I had a great time. I thought you had a good time too.
Why didn't you call me back after the date? Why didn't you call me after the date?
I waited 3 days for you to call me.
Connection.
Well, I thought you were going to call me.
Landmark once too.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. I made him pog. At one point, he pogged when we got the final base, and like the floor falls out, and the guy's there. He went.
That was good.
It was awesome. I was having a really good time. I was watching him watch me. It was cool. Happy about that. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got.
That's
Did I
it?
miss anything?
Okay.
Do we forget to do something? This is the first time we're all together
we're
again,
good.
and I'm like,
I mean, yeah, I think we covered most of everything.
I'm kind of out of it.
I have to go.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching the whole. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye. What's up, gamers? Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. We put a lot of work into these. If you liked it, consider becoming a member just by clicking the join button down below this video. Becoming a member will get you access to exclusive members-only benefits like a monthly live stream, as well as an extra hour-long episode every week on top of the main episode. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate you. And as always, we will see you next week.